It seems like we all just keep getting more and more busy, which can make eating healthy, amazing, and delicious lunches kind of difficult. So today I'm sharing 5 absolutely game-changing lunch ideas that are fast, easy, and taste amazing to help you along your weight loss or wellness journey. Okay, now if you're new here, my name's Autumn. I'm a certified clinical nutritionist with my master's in nutrition human performance. On my channel, I teach you the science-backed tips to help you achieve your weight loss and wellness goals. So if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. Okay, so this first one is particularly great if you like to have almost like finger food, and if you don't have the time to like sit and eat a whole salad. That's one problem I found that we all tend to have, is sometimes just even the break we have for lunch doesn't allow for 30 minutes or an hour to eat lunch. And so the physical eating of the lunch can also be a barrier. So we have the charcuterie board lunch, which is actually featured from my new 6-week summer meal plan. It's a brand new limited release meal plan that's only available for a short time. So if you guys want to check it out, I'll have it linked in the description below. But basically what this is involved with is you get to make yourself like a fun cheese and meat board with minimal prep, and that actually fits your wellness goals. So the way this works is that you just pick your pre-cooked protein of choice. So that could be like hard-boiled eggs, rotisserie chicken, tempeh if you're plant-based, and then you pair it with your favorite cheese and olives and nuts, some type of crunchy vegetable to add some type of crunch, and also optional berries to go along with it for something sweet. So you get all those components of a charcuterie board, and if you've ever had a charcuterie board, you know that it is very much just you're eating it with your hands. You don't even need a fork, and you feel fancy in the process. So really the only difference between this and a typical charcuterie board is that you're just not having those really starchy crackers. Instead, you're having some type of crunchy cucumber or radish, and then you're getting great sources of fat and protein to keep you satisfied with things like hard-boiled eggs and of course some olives. I don't think any cheese board would be complete without olives or Marcona almonds. Oh my gosh, I love Marcona almonds. Okay, the next option are protein wraps. So this is kind of just taking your typical wrap or sandwich idea, but making it optimized for your weight loss and wellness goals. I've done a few different protein wrap options in my various programs and meal plans. There is even a buffalo style one in my new 6-week summer meal plan. But there's 2 important things to do here when you're doing a protein wrap, especially if you have a weight loss goal. First, you want to make sure that you're not using the really starchy type of wraps. My favorite alternatives to use are either the cauliflower wraps. Outer Isle is one of my favorite brands. Jicama wraps, which is just made from thinly sliced jicama. That's if you like more of a crunchy style option, or coconut wraps. True coconut wraps that don't use cassava flour, but just instead use pretty much exclusively coconut. This swap alone really helps to bring the starch content down, which is helpful for achieving a weight loss or wellness goal. And then the second thing you need to make sure you're doing is actually getting all the protein that you need into that wrap. And to make this really fast and easy, especially for limited prep time, what I recommend is getting pre-cooked proteins. So obviously something like hard-boiled eggs that we just mentioned would work out really well. Rotisserie chicken is one of my favorite options because you can just literally tear it off and you're good to go. But also canned tuna is another fantastic option because you can get a ton of canned tuna, keep it in your pantry, and you know you always have some type of protein to work with if you happen to forget to hard boil some eggs or buy a fresh rotisserie chicken. And then from there, loading it up with as much of the different types of veggies that you want and zero sugar sauces or flavorings that you'd like. So I typically like to add in lettuce and onions and usually avocado to help keep me more satisfied. And then I like to switch up the type of zero sauce I'm using, like pesto, which is amazing. Oh my gosh. And you can get that store-bought if you are looking to save on time. Or Primal Kitchens has a lot of zero sugar options like their buffalo sauce that can be added to totally change up the style of your meal. All right, so the next option are smoothies. So this is one that I think we sometimes just think of as a breakfast food, but you can actually totally make it a lunch if you do it the right way. Now, especially if you're someone who has a lot of meetings or if you're a teacher, and especially if you're using intermittent fasting, so your meal schedule might be off a little bit compared to what a lot of other people do for their meal timing. A smoothie can be fantastic. A lot of my clients who are teachers or who have back-to-back meetings like to pre-make their smoothie in the morning or even the night before. They keep it in a thermos in the fridge at their office. And then when they're ready to have their lunch, they just give it a shake and they drink it. Because it's just something you drink, you don't have to take as much time out of your day to have a high quality meal that supports your weight loss and wellness goals. So I have a ton of recipes on my channel, on my blog, and of course in my meal plans, including the new 6-week summer meal plan. I recently shared one of my new smoothie recipes from the 6-week summer meal plan. Definitely recommend you check that one out because it's perfect for summer. It's really light and refreshing, but extremely satiating. Okay, so the next option that I love are making salads. meaning like egg salad or chicken salad or tuna salad. Now, I know for myself personally, my day is packed. And so having something that I don't have to cook and that I can make a bulk amount of can be so helpful. And making various egg salad, tuna salad, or chicken salads, or if you're plant-based, you could even do a tempeh salad. It takes like 40 seconds. It's so easy, especially if you are buying pre-cooked rotisserie chicken or canned tuna. You just dump all the ingredients in, give it a stir, and you're done. And you have the protein you need to stay satisfied and to help cravings that work against your weight loss goals. And you can even alter this depending on your food preferences. So if you are plant-based, you can always use something like a unsweetened plant-based yogurt as the base, or you could use Greek yogurt as the base, or you could use a high quality avocado oil mayo as the base too. Now, one thing that I like to do, and this adds a ton of flavor without any extra work, is to add in curry powder. So this gives it a totally different flavor, and it helps us switch up the flavor profile without changing any of the process of what you're doing. And food fatigue is such a real thing. So make sure that as soon as you find that you're getting bored of the food you're having, that you even make these minor switch ups to your meals, like adding in something like curry powder to help give your taste buds something more exciting and different to experience. Otherwise, if you find that you're just eating the same thing every day, even though it might be easy, it's really easy to get food fatigue, get really tired of what you're eating, and then start to crave those foods that work against your goals because you're starting to look for something more exciting and different. Okay, so this last one is repurposed leftovers, which might not sound really exciting. This is one of the easiest things you can do when you are short on time, but you want to make sure you're making a lunch that's really supportive of your weight loss and wellness goals. But the thing you have to do, like this is what I did when I made this Moroccan chicken stew 2 nights ago. So I'm actually gonna be having it for lunch today. I made sure that when I made the recipe, I added in enough of the protein to make 3 full servings. The biggest mistake I see people do when they just have leftovers as a meal is that they don't actually account for a full extra meal to be saved as leftovers. So oftentimes it's really low in protein. It's just not enough food for an actual lunch. So if you just have that as your meal, you're going to be hungry and you're going to crave something fast and easy. And that's usually going to be sugar or some type of crunchy carbohydrate like pretzels or chips or crackers, which of course would work against a weight loss goal. So if you are going to be going for leftovers, like my chicken Moroccan stew that I have here, make sure you're accounting for the next day because you can totally have leftovers, make it taste amazing, and have it work for your weight loss goals. Now, if you do want to check out that brand new smoothie recipe that you can try out as a lunch, you can try that recipe out right here. Also, if you're new to my channel and you love this science-backed information, make sure you subscribe right here. Come out new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in my next video.